Hi there everybody, my name is Heretoga and welcome back to our survival season of Vintage Story. Alrighty gang, you know me, I've been doing a few jobs off screen. For example, all of these tier 2 bricks I got made up. I ended up with 3.5 stacks of them, so I've filled in our pit kilns here, so they're ready to get started. And all this muddy gravel, it's all down the edges of the paths now, apart from the path that leads to the cave, but I'll get that done. I've been working on the back fence, so that's getting there. It's not complete yet, but it's almost complete. And I've changed out these corners here, put some beading around, and I've done the same to this building as well. So there we go. We've still got our rabbits in there, lovely. I also had to go out and get some claystone rock, because we're going to be using claystone rock today. So you'll get to see what we're going to be doing with that stuff. And you may have noticed there's a temporal storm coming, so I'm going to have to sleep through the storm. But while I'm sleeping, I think I should light these up and get these baking while we're working today. So alrighty, there we go. That is a lot of pit kilns. Oh man. Alright, I've got 3 minutes left. So I've been reading your comments like I always do, folks, and we were struggling, well, I was struggling to think of something what we can put down at the back of the house and all that space that we have there. And all of you suggested some fantastic things, so I'm going to do all of them. So we're going to be making a garden today out the back, and a gazebo as well, which I've already made the gazebo, but it's been taken down and placed in a chest over. It's over there. You can't see it because I've protected the edges of that wolf pit there, because pigs are trying to like fall in there and it's a bit silly. So but yes, I've laid out the floor plan of the garden, and I've got all the materials I need to get this garden made, and it's all in these chests here. So we have our blocks, and we have some trestling there, and in this chest over here we have our gazebo, which is huge, and we have some lighting as well. Now we did have 12 ingots of Molly de Chocos ingots left, and I turned those into lanterns for our lampposts there. So yeah, we got some work to do today, but it's going to look lovely. I've already made this garden in the creative world, so I have a picture of it up right now on the other screen. But I hope you guys like it. And also, while I was in the creative world, I designed a conservatory which is going to go here on this wall here, and it will come out 7 blocks and it will go across 10 blocks, and it's about 5 blocks high, so it's just underneath the windows there. So we won't have any of this here at all. And then we're going to have like either a side door here or a side door on this side. I think it'd be better on this side, because then that'll lead into our garden here, which will go into this section here, which goes up. It's going to go up a layer, so we'll be on this floor here, and then there'll be more steps which will lead into another area which will go up another layer, and this is where our gazebo is going to be. But if we go back here, this is going to go down 2 blocks, so we're going to have an area down into the ground there. Yeah, I can't wait to get started on that, but I better get back home. We've got chickens everywhere, guys, it's amazing. And then, so, I was on the hunt yesterday for tall ferns. My goodness, it took me hours to find tall ferns. I went to forests, and the only ferns that I discovered in redwood forests seemed to be the deer ferns, the heart's tongue ferns, and the cinnamon ferns, but no tall ferns, so I had to go further afield. At first I thought, well, I'll travel north and see if the climate gets warmer up there, because I don't know whereabouts I am on the equator of this world, and it's quite a large world too. So at first I started going north, and when it all renders in, yeah, I think I got as far as to about here, and then I turned back and I decided to go south instead, and I spent like 2 hours, if not more, going south. And as you can see, I went so far, man, and eventually found tall ferns after like 2.5 hours in total searching for tall ferns, and came across a few traders on the way. A couple of amazing ruins, like there's a castle ruins right there, and a couple of translocators. There's one in a cave there, and there's one on top of a little castle. I found a gravestone which had a couple of bits in it. What's this? A ruined village. I found a ruined village. A translocator on a tower. Yeah, like 3 clothing traders in a row. Look, 2 there. Yeah, 3 clothing traders in a row. And then a survival trader, an artisan, and finally a building trader, and that's where all the tall ferns were in that area. So, alright, got 30 seconds. Yeah, I was just ignoring as much as I could to try and cover as much distance as I could in the shortest amount of time, because I could foresee it was going to take a while, and it did. So that is a lot of markers. I need to get rid of some of these markers, like these mushrooms. We don't need these mushroom markers. Right, anyway, I better sleep through this storm, and then we'll crack on. Alright gang, it's in the middle of the night. I slept for the full 9.5 hours, and it's night time, but there's a couple of things I've got to do. Wow, look how well lit up that is. Wow. We need some ashlar blocks, but we need the claystone ones, because I forgot about the steps. So I've got the iron wedge chisel, and I think this is the right chisel for this. I'm not sure how many of these blocks we're going to need, so let's just get that much. I think that should be enough. Yeah, so to make that gazebo, that took me ages, and I've made it out of plaster, alright, because the plaster has, I think it has the same texture as the fabric, the plain fabric, so it's got quite a nice texture on it, and I think it's fitting for the gazebo, because they are made out of cloth. Right, the first time I made plaster, I made mortar by accident, because I'm an idiot, so I had to make more plaster. So we've got tons of mortar now. But we need some mortar for these steps. So how do you make these again? Okay, so it's like that. Right, let's get the mortar in the middle. And these bricks around the edges. Just do them all. Just do all of them. And we also need conglomerate ashlar stairs as well. I should have got some conglomerate stones. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Just like so. I don't think I need this many. I might just save those. Yeah, I'll just save those because I only need like 3. I don't know why I've made so many. Right, let's get all this put back. Let's get our lantern on. It's a little bit dark. I still need to improve this room. So, conglomerate. Chuck all those in there. And claystone. Chuck that in there. There we go. Sorted. Maybe up to start working now. I mean, the rift activity's calm. Let's go and have a look. In fact, I know what we can do while we're waiting for daylight. We can harvest all this flax. Yes. Let's get all that harvested. So when I was at my travels finding tall ferns, I came across some high fertility soil. So we've got loads of that now. One deposit was fairly large. We have a stack and a half of high fertility soil. We've got a little bit of terra preta as well. So we can probably do one more farm full of high fertility soil. Alright, let's get this all zoinked like so. And then I'll be right back with you folks. There we go, all harvested. So now we've got to put away all this grain. I'm running out of places to put this grain. My seed box is full as well. Zoink. Okay. So, fabric. I think it just goes like this, doesn't it? You make twine first. There. And then you turn the twine into cloth. Like that. So if we go like this. There we go. I'll keep half a stack for now. But at least we've got more sails now. We can finish off those 2 little windmills on the tower. And get more power. Let's lob all that in there. In fact, let's do one more just so that piece of twine there can go there like that. There we go. Yeah, so I also want to make a new set of tailored gamboized armor because I like the black. So I'm making some black dye. So we have plenty of black dye there, and I think the black version of the tailored gamboized armor would suit me well because it'll make me look like nighttime. Now I'm going to put all of this grain in the chicken's end, in that vase down there, because we just don't need this much grain in our cellar. Oh, I forgot to put that flax away. Okay, it's getting brighter. I think I'll wait until it gets fully bright and then we can start working on the garden. Now I won't need to talk through making it, so I'll play some nice music so you can just enjoy ASMR garden building episode. Alright, now I've got all the blocks I need, so I'll see you at full light. Alrighty folks, I think it's light enough to start working now. So let's just get this done. It's going to be a big garden. So sit back, relax and enjoy. Alrighty folks, well, we have a garden. Oh, right, let me just go into fly mode because then we can get a better view. Okay. Now I haven't done this path yet because like I said we're going to have a conservatory here with a side door and that can lead to the garden. But yes, what do you think folks? We have a garden, look! Oh. And it totally fills up the back of the house. That's amazing. Okay, so yes, we've got a deep area there. We could put like a bird bath on there or something. And then we could have some like little archways at the ends of these little pathways here. And we could put I don't know, we could put something in the archway. Yeah, and then we've got this raised area. I did plant a tree there. It's a larch tree. So we'll see how that grows. And it's got a bunch of flowers around it. And eventually all of this dirt here will turn into grass like that. So it'll make the edges all look better. And as for this, we could either, because it's up to you guys as well, we could either turn this into another pond, or we can have like a fountain in the middle. Now I did try to make a fountain in the middle of this in my creative world, but water spewed everywhere and it looked horrible. So if we do have a fountain, I'll have to chisel in some fake water spouts out of blue glass and ice or something. So having a fountain is not off the slate, you know, but let me know what you guys think. Another pond or a fountain or both. Yeah, so now we've got this straight through area. It goes to the end here. I'm going to make this back hedge a little bit higher because it's too low down. You can't see it when you're walking along here. So I'm going to make it like one row higher. Probably down the side here, down the back to about there. And all this is fine. I'll leave it low like this. Yes, and then we've got our gazebo area. So we could have like tables and chairs in here. We could have a barbecue. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I do need to make some big planter pots to put on tops of these. Because that's what these are here for. But I want to get some decorated planter pots. And you can buy those from the traders. So I'll keep my eyes peeled for them because I don't want to put black ones here because it'll clash too much, especially with the lampposts. So, but yes, guys, look, this is what I meant about the texture of the plaster. It's got that fabric look to it. So, yeah, we've got all the poles inside holding it all up. I would add some guide ropes, but the thing is, there's nowhere to put the guide ropes, so I think it looks okay like that. But yeah, there. Do you like it? Did plant a tree here. I'm supposed to have another one here, but because it's so close to the house, I don't think it will grow very well. So yeah, we've got a birch tree here. So that's got a white trunk. Is there any birch? Yeah, it's got a white trunk. So that kind of blend in well with the trestle in here, the light, the fence and the gazebo when it's grown. And that'll give us like a leaf coverage around this area. And this tree over here, this larch tree, well, we'll just have to see if it's the right tree for the spot. Ideally, I'd like to have a red maple tree there. That would look fantastic on that area. But I haven't seen any of those yet. And they're notoriously difficult to get seeds from. But yes, there we go, folks. We have a garden. Looks absolutely... I like it. And then this bit here will get filled out because I'm gonna do away with this eventually. So that's gonna not be there. We're gonna have a conservatory here, then we're gonna have a garden shed over here somewhere, and we're going to have a dog cage, a big one, next to it, and then we can put the 2 wolves in there. We've got this wolf, and we've got our wolf, Shadow, who's still stuffed away in a trunk. So they'll be able to roam around in this area. So I've got to make a big cage. So yeah, there we go, folks. There we go. Hey. All right. And it's well lit up at night time as well. It's a little bit dull over here, but I need to make 2 more of those oil lights and get them in the corners there. Get some plant pots down, some little ones. Plant some mushrooms and stuff. Could probably put some mushrooms or Casanova plants in them. I found some of those when I was out on my travels yesterday. So I don't know if they grow in planters, but we'll see. Because they look like little trees, Casanova plants. And I got some amaranth as well, because I think those look nice. But yeah, I'm going to put some beams in these edges here and on these bits here. Some handmade beams, not the actual beams from the game. Yeah, let me know what you think. Do you like it? Do you like the colours that I chose for the bricks and stuff? So it's starting to get dark now. Maybe we'll see it at night time. Alright. Well, I guess I'm going to leave the episode there, folks, I think. But I hope you've enjoyed it, watching me build this garden. And I hope it's inspired some of you to do something like this for your world. And thank you for your suggestions, folks. I needed that help to fill in this blank space. And yeah, all your suggestions are building this world. It's fantastic. I love having you all involved in this with me. You're not just watching me play, you know. Alright, folks, well, I better say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this episode, then be sure to like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.